Hello and welcome to Deft and Dorky. We're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons and talk about getting old.
Talk about getting old. We're not old though. Well, you guys are.
Speak for yourself.
I gotta figure out why this isn't working now.
Oh no. Overlay problems.
Oh no.
It's falling apart.
Oh, that was easy fix.
Yeah.
My life.
It's one of those things where I just downloaded it. They just updated OBS, and so it's like, this window isn't here. And I click, it's the one right below it that's labeled the same thing. Like, damn, that's my bad.
Yep.
OBS.
OBS Studio update. I've heard if you're using Stream Decks and stuff, don't update because they messed up all the APIs and everything.
Well, I'm not using it. Yeah, there was a thing after I installed it. It was like, some of your plugins might not work. I'm like, thanks for telling me now. Glad I don't use it. So that's what we're doing. Had a nice 3-day weekend last weekend.
It was, it was pretty nice.
We got to rest from our labors.
Yeah. And lots of labors.
Labor dabers.
Labor dabers. I was doing so much laboring.
I do. All right. Well,
Want to blow up my webcam?
not really. That's not a thing on my list of things that I particularly enjoy doing, but you can have at it.
How do you know? You ever tried? You don't know.
You're
until
right.
You try
If
it,
I had a button that could do it from here, then I probably would enjoy it.
Yeah. It's just about being able to do it and like seeing if you like it. You can't say.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure David can see the chat. R7ST.
So
You're right. I can't see chat because I don't have a streaming device.
Somebody asked how's it feel to hang out with a bunch of grandpas.
Oh, feels great. It makes me feel the youngest.
Makes him feel the youngest.
You make me feel so
Actually, he's
young.
got that curious case of Benjamin Button thing. He's just...
Yes.
He's actually like 75, yeah.
Not too much longer before he turns into the little thing.
Turns into a baby.
Infant.
He got a haircut today. And,
oh, man.
He needs to enjoy those because if he follows in the same genes as me, he'll be getting them less and less as he gets older.
That's rough.
Can you do Can you do the full skullet yet? Like Hulk Hogan style with just the...
Same why it grows like the sides grow faster than the top, of course.
Yeah.
But mine is when it hits a certain point, it gets curly.
Oh.
So I get like.
You could look like you had like a white guy fro, but you just had where I had.
It's the problem is it's like long for an inch and then it gets curly.
Oh,
So it's not really. It's kind of at.
So that like mid 2000s kind of thing.
Yeah.
If I started getting the bald in the middle, I would just shave my head entirely, like with one of those little wheelie shavers.
Wheelie shavers.
Yeah, they make a shavers for your head, and it's got like a ring loop and then a wheel, like Hot Wheels wheels, and then the razor's on the front, so it rolls on your head perfectly and shaves you.
So you can go vroom.
Vroom, 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 vroom. As you shave your head.
My wife hit me with this article about like a particular pharmaceutical that helps with hair growth, and I was just like, I've seen all those ads. Don't like. That's not real. She's like, no, it's the New York Times article, and I was like, wait, what? I was reading into it, and apparently the stuff that's in Rogaine is much more effective orally rather than like a topical ointment. But
so what he's saying is, spray that Rogaine in your mouth like
exactly.
cream.
What do you like?
Exactly.
Grow hair on your tongue? How's that work?
Apparently it just stimulates. I mean, you'll get hair everywhere. But
You can also do that thing where they like take hairs from other part of your body and poke them into the holes that the old hairs were in.
Yeah.
The plugs.
They can do
the Hollywood way.
They can do beard transplants. Have you ever seen that procedure? They like cut hairs from wherever, and then they like slit a hole in your face and stick the hair in it, and then a hair follicle will grow there.
Oinks.
And they just like fill in your beard, or they can construct you a beard from nothing.
He's more machine than man now.
You can go from no beard to full
mechanical
beard. This is my future beard. I had it installed. But you look like an idiot for like a while because you got all these little dots of blood all over your face. like
when you sawed your yard, you have like little evenly spaced patches all over.
It looks too perfect. Everyone's like, "What's up with your beard? It's like weirdly sharp." And you're like, "I just keep it shaved that way." And I was like, "I don't even think it's that, dude. That is just like odd looking."
You
could build one of those like
grounds on your face. What's happening?
You could build one of those like shaped beards. All right.
When it starts going, it's like it's all gone. I don't want to do that like Friar Tuck thing. You know what I mean?
I don't blame you, dude. Just shave it off, dude.
Like, the problem is when like you've got the Bermuda Triangle of like unfortunate male. You got inability to grow a beard. You're losing your hair on top, and like you're really out of shape.
Oh, the trifecta.
Yeah.
Hey, mustaches are coming back, so.
Are they?
Yeah, dude. I feel like I said.
Cool.
Mustaches are cool.
Guess what? I mean, the youngest one here has spoken.
Yep.
Time to go full mustache.
It's all going on now. I just
it's all going away.
I hate it when it touches my lips. Can't handle it.
You don't like to have the mustache cage over your mouth.
Yeah, I love it when I'm eating and I'm like it's like baleen. I have to stick food through it.
No, just think of it as the great filter of your mouth. The stuff that shouldn't go in won't, and only the good stuff makes it through.
It's really a defense system, you know?
Next time I'm out in the desert in the middle of a sandstorm, I will grow it out. Ain't no sand getting in my mouth.
It won't pass through the great filter.
All right. So last time.
Yeah, what happened last time?
What did happen last time? I don't know what happened at the very end.
You don't remember?
Cause a ruckus.
Yeah.
The part at the very end is the only part that matters.
You guys went to the Abyss, is what happened last time. You went through Terminus, spoke to a fellow there that was offering to help you for payment. Paid him a little bit, asked him a few questions, and then got tired of him and left for the Abyss. You were deposited out in the middle of an open sort of plain with rocks jutting out. You grouped up for some lightning that was real bad. You almost all died, but thanks to some invisibility and some darkness, they just sort of were like, all right, we're done here, and took off. And you guys were able to get out, back to the tower, where you rested up. You found out, Jace found out from Aurene that his father was with her now. You were about to go to a temple in Brable when Merton saw somebody that he recognized and immediately started bludgeoning him to death in the middle of the city, in the middle of a crowded area. You guys cast some spells, which alerted the Aegis. A couple of representatives from the Aegis showed up. A bunch of guards showed up. Eventually, right at the end of the last session, Merton did get restrained. He's got shackles all over him at this point. The person that he was bludgeoning was trying to get away. You guys rolled 2 natural 20s to try to find him in the crowd, and were able to because of those. And that is kind of where we left off. It is the Aegis in his turn. So Jace you saw him and started running towards him. Saturn popped back in your sprite, and your sprite's looking at him now. The guards just finished shackling Merton, and the other ones there are more coming. The ones that are still there and not shackling Merton are kind of just trying to do crowd control and get everything calmed down. The Aegis members cast Hold Person on Merton, but now that he is shackled, they will drop that. So we'll jump in there. Alright, so the Aegis guys are looking around. And let's see, you haven't cast anything since they've been here, correct, Saturn? It's just been Jace?
No, he cast a couple of things.
I cast.
I know you cast Hold Person that like aroused their suspicions, but then Jace made a successful deception check to say it was him. But I don't remember. I don't think you cast anything since then. I could be wrong.
The little sprite was casting stuff, I think, or something.
Well, it was shooting a bow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the sprite,
okay,
the
yeah.
sprite's shooting.
Oh,
a bow.
I made the sprite disappear and come back.
Yeah, but that's not a spell per se, so they don't really know where that's coming from. They just are seeing it disappear, and maybe they tracked it to you doing things, or maybe they haven't. There's a lot going on. So the ages. Okay, so the Aegis are looking at the guards. They say, you got that under control? And they're like, we've got him shackled. So they are going to start moving towards Jace. Let's see, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to say, hey, stop what you're doing. We've got it under control now. Are you making, I mean, not your turn, but are you confirming anything with that guy? Are you gonna ignore him or what?
I guess I would just say, but he's getting away. And I'm gonna keep chase on this guy.
Okay, so it's 25.
Whew.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so he's gonna move up 30.
I'm not gonna fight this guy. I'm not gonna resist him.
Yeah. Okay, he's gonna yell at the other guy, the guy that's running. He's gonna say, "We've got the assailant. You're fine now." The other guy's gonna step over here, 5, 10, 15 to Saturn, since you were trying to stab him, and these guards are coming up to you as well since you were trying to stab him. These guards are... They're going to try to restrain you. They're going to try to grab you. Are you resisting, or are you going to let them?
I'll let him. I'll let him.
Okay. So they won't shackle you. They just got two of them got hands on you. And this guy's going to stay with this. And on his turn, he is going to turn around and see that the Aegis guy is like trying to talk to him. It's like, it's okay. He says, all right, I'll stop. I'm with the Aegis. And he like holds up a card. It's like a staff card, essentially. So,
I did cast a spell.
Which spell did you cast?
Counter spell.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so then that gives him more reason to be staying right here on you. But you have... Which license do you have? Do you have it for level 3?
I think it was 2 level 3.
Okay.
I also got a level 3 license, so I don't know if you would have that too. You said up to level 3?
Let me double check.
What's up, boys? How's it going?
Yeah. The level 3 one is that one. And then the level 3 one does require a background check. Did you do that? Don't remember.
I might not have gotten that level 3 one. I know I got one that let me have my magic items and stuff.
Yeah. I don't remember if you got the background check one or not. Did you not? Did you write it down in your inventory, perchance?
Perchance.
By chance.
Perhaps.
Mayhaps.
Mayhaps. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Glad we could come to that conclusion.
That's
of
the
using
one.
mayhaps. That's the one.
I don't think I didn't do a background check. I know I didn't do a background.
Okay, so that is for level 2 spells. So that will be a thing that is talked about.
That'll be a thing that is talked about.
Yep. So the guy turns and shows his staff card. He is like bloodied. He's bad looking. Guards come in around him. More guards. Humans. Need more humans.
Humans.
Be some more over here. More over here.
Dude, Michael, you remember
teleporting in?
You remember the Universal Mini, the like?
Yeah, UMFs.
Yeah, UMFs. Yeah. Tons of UMFs. Bring in the UMFs.
We got them from some website a long time ago, and they were like a nickel each, and so we bought like 20 of like we have all the So it was back in 4th edition days when minions were a thing.
Yeah.
And so we always knew when it was a minion because it was the universal minion figure, the UMF.
Yeah.
UMF. It's UMFs. We got minions. Throw the fireballs.
We were still using those when I started playing. You guys were.
Well, because we knew which deck was, we knew which ones were the UMFs.
Yeah.
So we knew they weren't important characters.
Just to mess with everyone, I'd never use them again, and then just bring one out at random and be like, "This is the bad guy."
Some of those figures got names. We got one. It's like little robed halflings. Name's White Chocolate.
White Chocolate.
I don't know where the names came from. But...
That right there, that's White Chocolate.
Yep, White Chocolate.
That's my next D&D character's name.
White
Chocolate.
All right, so more guards come in. They sort of come up to you, Vonic, and they don't aggressively come up to you, but they're like, we're gonna need you to come in and make a statement, because you were involved.
All right.
And then they come up to the guy over here, and so then it becomes your guys' turn. He has surrendered to these. Are you guys doing anything?
Alright, so how long has it been so far since they've left?
Like 15, 20 minutes. Maybe tops.
You're just you're at the tower, aren't you?
Yeah, he's like doing animal handling.
This is going to be a boring session.
Am I still enraged, or am I out of it now?
You would still be raging right now. You are completely restrained, though.
I'm going to try to unrestrain myself, and I'm going to shout at them. They got to stop him. You got to get him. You got to stop him. I'm just shouting it over and over again like a maniac.
All right,
I'm going to try to
like
break out.
wrestling you down, and they're like, "We've got him. You can go ahead and make an athletics check, but this is like an incredibly high. I don't even know if it's going to be possible for you to get out of like multiple shackles and multiple
natural
guards.
20.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
They've got you held down.
Squirming all over. I'm not making it easy.
Is anyone else doing anything?
I guess I'm going in to make a statement.
I'm going to move up to the closest Aegis guy.
Okay.
Because I haven't done anything in this fight but watch.
Yep.
This is my hometown, and I didn't want to get involved too much. But I'm gonna walk up to this Aegis guy, and just kind of be like, "These are my friends. Is there anything I can do that might ease this? I know these people very well."
What are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing my purple Aegis robes. I always wear those when I'm in town.
He turns to you, looks you like sort of up and down. It's like, I don't know who you are, but if you want to come in, you might be able to help smooth some things over.
Well, I'll come in, of course.
I want to stay as close as possible to this guy, and I'll just be like, "I'm Aegis as well." I kind of pull my red robe out of my bag and be like, "Can I offer any healing? Can I patch this guy up just a tiny bit?"
Make a persuasion check.
Okie dokie.
20. He looks at you. He like holds his hand out. He says, "All right."
I'll do one of those like I'm gonna get up underneath. I'll just like I'm gonna get up under his arm, and like help hold him up, and I'll cast a level 1 healing word. What the frick is it? There it is.
Yeah, gonna make Merton mad.
Level
Merton
1.
can't see you right now. There's a crowd between you.
Here's 9.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be right next to him, just kind of like holding him up and hanging on to him. Like this is simultaneously a farce and also like I'm helping you, but I'm not gonna let you out of my like reach.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Oh freak yeah! I explode. It was level 1.
Now that would have been epic.
That would have been fun.
Just blows up, kills the whole town.
Fireball on the spot. Tactical nuke.
He sort of looks at you and he's like, all right. And he sort of reluctantly accepts it. But so Merton is being escorted to. Merton and Vonic are both being escorted to the local constabulary. They're talking over with the Aegis what they're going to do with the other two. And the Aegis is like, you can have him after we've questioned him. So they're going to send a couple guards with you over to the Aegis to talk to Jace, Saturn, and this other guy. So we'll do that. But I got to take a quick break because we had weird, unfortunate laundry happenings today, and I got to go grab laundry out of the community dryer. So I'll be right back.
Laundry break.
Take a quick
laundry break.
We're back.
Community laundry. The best.
Community laundry, dude.
Okay, we are back.
That's where the ghosts hide, you know?
That's where the roaches die.
Yeah.
No, you got roaches near your community washing machine? That's dangerous, dude.
It hasn't been for the past couple weeks, but usually it's a graveyard down there, and it's unpleasant to be in. Anyway,
is there not like a laundromat?
There is. I mean, there's laundromats that are blocks away.
Worth it.
You don't think those don't have roaches?
I mean, as long as I don't have to see them, that's all that matters. Plus, I wouldn't have to go into a dank dungeon to do my laundry. When you walk down, you open the door to go in the basement, and you hear chains rattle.
Yeah,
and you're dripping. Blip, blip, blip. You're like, dang.
Sometimes I do actually hear dripping because our pipes have busted a couple times down there, and it's been flooded. But anyway, enough about my unfortunate laundry circumstance.
Sorry.
Okay, so we'll do the Aegis first. So they walk you guys all back. And begin sort of questioning you guys. If there's anything you want to do, at any point in time, you can. But they sort of set you guys, the four of you, down. This guy that Merton was chasing, Jace, Saturn, and Mouse. They bring you back to a different room. But before they do that, there is some time. If you guys want to talk over anything, you can. You'll have a few minutes to that you could discreetly have a conversation if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine as well.
I'm still hugging this dude, and I think I'd just be like,
"You want to ask him anything while you're going?"
I just whisper to him. It's so what the hell? Who are you, and why is our friend bloodthirsty and so desirous to see you splattered on the street?
He says, "I'm a friend of his daughter's. I don't I'm not exactly sure why he wants to kill me.
Well, he said it pretty loudly that you killed his wife, so that might be good incentive for you to be, mashed potatoes in an alleyway.
But that's not true.
I would start defending yourself a little more vehemently, other than that's not true, because we're pretty good buds with him.
His daughter will sort this out. Sure, I just got to contact her.
Is she here? In the city?
She might be. If not, she can get here quickly.
I look forward to meeting her. Until then, I'm gonna be ever helpful and at your side.
Okay. If there's any other conversations you guys want to have before they take you back. Mouse, you can talk to the people if you want before they do anything.
The Aegis people?
Yeah.
Okay. I just reiterate to them, I think this is a big misunderstanding. There's obviously a good reason that this happened, and I've been with these people for a long time. They're very good people. So I'm just trying to put in good words for them. This is what I speak highly of them.
Okay. On the way over, they do ask to see all of your licenses. And
My license? Yeah.
not yours.
Okay, good.
You went to the constabulary, not to the Aegis.
Oh, okay,
They
yeah.
separated you guys. So they do, when they see Saturns, they look at it, and you can, passive insights can tell that they notice that it's for level 2 spells, and saw him cast a level 3 spell, so
Whoa.
do with that what you will, but that is noted.
Do we know, would I know the consequences of that?
It
Like,
is...
Would Mouse know?
You and Mouse would both have an idea that it's largely dependent on how the people in charge feel that day. Like, for something that's not too egregious, like you didn't hurt anybody with a spell, you just simply cast a spell that you were not licensed to do and it didn't have any effect, it likely can be sort of brushed over as long as you are not defiant. But yeah, it's one spell over his limit, and it didn't actually have any effect. So it's probably not too bad, but it's just something that you can't. It's like talking to a police officer. You know what I mean?
I think I would, knowing that, I would kind of whisper to Saturn and just be like, I think you need to just play this off like you made the mistake of casting the spell, but you just hadn't got a chance to get your license and you totally forgot. Don't make a big deal of it. Just gonna play it off.
Sorry, officer, my license is in my other pants.
Yeah, my registration is in my other car.
Yeah.
It's not mine, officer.
Never done anything wrong in my life.
I've never seen that bag before.
So, Mouse, as you're talking to them, they're like, go ahead and make a persuasion check for me.
Oh boy.
To see what advantage you're going to give these guys.
He's like, I don't really care about him casting a spell. I care about him stabbing a guy to death.
7? Okay. So, just you being there and saying that does help a little bit, but it could have helped more.
Yeah, sure it could have.
So they'd say to you, we can... It probably won't be too big of a deal. We are going to question them individually. Just to make sure everything's lining up.
Yeah, just let them know. If you need any background information on anybody, I've been with them for a while. I know a lot about a lot of them. Not all of them. Well, actually, you know what? I do know more about Moose because I forgot. Tuzmo was not here. I don't know much about him.
It's probably better that he doesn't, because he's new to the group and you guys will be like, I don't know him.
If I said but yeah, I know a lot about these guys. If you have any questions that you want to ask, I can try to answer them as best as possible.
They just are like you. They're okay. You vouch for them.
I do vouch for them, and I'm sure that there's a very good explanation for what happened.
Okay. Let's start taking them back, and they come out and get the first of you. They're going to take.
Jace, you're with the perp, right? You're with the
he's
perp, right?
with the guy.
Yeah. Okay.
They're going to take. They're going to take him back first.
I will. I'll offer to help him back.
He says, oh, "Thank you for everything, but I can make it." Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll see you when you get back out here. You're still looking pretty rough.
Yeah, he is still looking pretty rough, but
yeah,
he's.
You should be like, "How did you survive like 120 points worth of damage? You look so frail."
Yeah. When he's done bringing back out, I'm concerned that he has, concussion. I'm worried.
We've got a priest on the way. Don't worry.
I can heal. I got it.
You want to?
I'll demonstrate. Some more? Yeah, I'll heal him again. I'll do a level 1 healing. Be like, check this out. Divine magic.
Divine.
Reading rainbow for 6 points of healing.
Oops.
Roll a 1.
Okay. Give me the D20.
Yoink. Nope.
Ooh, okay. I said, well, we appreciate it. And they take him back. And you guys don't see him for a little while.
Dang, dude, the cops.
A little while later, they come back out without him, and they point to you, Jace. Say, "You're up."
Where'd he go?
He's getting attended to.
That man. We would like to speak to him after this. Is that possible?
Why do you want to speak to him?
He seems to know what's wrong with our friend.
Well, he's going to have to go over to the constabulary and deal with that in a little while.
Well, we'll attend as well.
If you don't have any problems here, you're free to go and do what you want.
I would like to meet him as soon as possible.
Well, that's not what I'm here for. Please come with me.
All right.
So take
I'm
you
gonna
back.
put up a fight.
I take you back, and it's like, can you? And he's just like taking notes. Can you tell me what happened exactly?
I'll just relay everything, including the fact that I'm gonna leave out the detail about hold person. I'll just explain that our party member, who's been traveling with us for a while, who has helped with work even here in the city, saw this man. This man he accused of being his wife's murderer and began to attacking. And so us as a party sprang forth to action to attempt to help him. Some of us through magical means, as you clearly saw. I've been trained in the Aegis. I'm a student. Here's my level 3 license. What do you want to know?
And they say, and we have reported that you were the one who cast a spell that initially was triggered by the Aegis. Is that the case?
That's true, yes.
Okay, I'm not going to make you roll another deception check because you rolled high enough on the first one. And then your friend... Is he your friend?
Which one? The one that you let go?
The one that's still in the waiting room.
Both of them, yeah. Mouse is the one.
Cast a level 3. He cast a counterspell with a level 2 license. Is that what happened?
That's accurate. He's not from here traditionally. We're acclimating him to the nature of the region and the culture here, the way that things are run.
Where's he from?
Forgive him. I'm not exactly. I don't think I fully know, to be honest. We're trying to help him figure that out.
He just sort of gives you a long stare, taps his pencil, his quill, tap tap tap. Okay. And he takes you back out to the waiting room, and he comes out and grabs Saturn. You're up.
Alrighty. Head back.
He takes you back there and says, so your friend there, and he looks at his notes, Jace, says you're not from around here. Is that true?
Mm-hmm. Well, yes.
Where are you from?
I don't really know. My parents abandoned me and then I was adopted.
Where'd you grow up?
Ravenport?
Okay. He writes it down.
Surely, do you know the name Cornelius?
No. Doesn't ring a bell for me.
Hmm.
You, cast a counterspell with a level 2 license.
Well, when you see a friend, a dear friend, go a little bit berserk on someone and he shouts out, "He's the one who killed my wife," you kind of want to help them. And I'm sorry I cast that on you, but you were trying to hurt my friend.
Well,
I think you do the same.
What, why don't you have a license for it, though?
Just haven't had the time to get one. If it's okay, I will do it right now.
Make either persuasion or deception, your choice.
I'm gonna do deception. Yikes.
17's still not bad. That +8 helps a lot. He says, okay. And then what your friend, he looks down again, Jace, seems to be a sorcerer. Are you a sorcerer or a wizard?
I kind of have innate abilities, but also I am versed in the wizard arts. A little bit.
Have you specialized?
Transmutation.
Okay, he just writes it. Make a deception check for me.
Transmutation.
Oh. He's writing it down. He says, transmutation?
Transmutation is the one I wanted to do. My father made me do evocation.
Story's getting a little mixed up here. He looks down. Saturn? Is that right?
Yeah, Saturn.
So, you want to try that again? You're a sorcerer and a wizard? Is that true?
Right, yes.
And your specialization is?
Evocation, sorry. I apologize.
One more deception check.
You ever heard of multi-classing homes?
Oh my god! This is fitting. I'm okay with this.
Oh my
I was like, Merton's not criminal anymore.
He says, I don't get the feeling you're telling me the whole truth here, Saturn.
What do you mean?
Is there something you want to tell me?
Well, I believe I've told you everything.
You're sure about that?
Sure that maybe you sure you haven't heard the name Cornelius?
I am certain.
Tempest, maybe?
Nope. Not anyone I know.
Well, he's kind of a big deal in Ravenport. He's the one who trained me a little bit.
Okay. We're not in Ravenport.
Correct.
looks down at his paper. He says, "What are you going to do about this license? You going to fix that soon?"
Oh, most definitely. I'll do it today. I'll do it right now, if you don't mind.
Okay. He stares at you. Make an insight check.
Oh, look, another natural one.
That was 3 times better.
Your insight tells you he is staring you down. That's all you get. You see him make a few notes in his notes after he's said what he's going to say. He says, "Okay, get that taken care of."
Understood. And I will.
And he shows you out. Are you just walking straight back out, or are you trying
I will walk out, and I'm going. Are they letting me leave the building?
It seems that way.
I will start to leave the building, and if they're not stopping me, I'll just continue to leave, and I will keep an eye out for any tails.
Okay, as you start to, you come out, you see Mouse in the lobby there. You gonna leave?
Yep.
Okay, as you start to head for the front door.
We're at the Aegis, right?
Yeah.
I can, I'd stop him and I said, "Do you want me to take you back to the tower?"
I think that'd be a great idea.
Are we near the portal room or where the portal pad?
I mean, it's near the front. They look at you. Mouse, you see them as they're letting him out of the room there. The guy that was in there with him is like staring him down, and he's quietly talking to another Aegis member.
Okay, I'm just gonna talk out loud. I'm gonna take this man back to rest, and I'll be right back if you have any more questions.
When you say that, he says he's gonna get his license updated.
I'll make sure that happens.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
It's not gonna be good.
Or deception, your choice.
Same.
14.
14.
Says, make sure you do that.
Yeah, we'll make sure that happens today.
I'll approach them to run some interference and just ask, are we free to go, by the way, now that you've questioned us?
He looks at his notes again and... Yeah, we may have some further questions. You going to be in or around Brable for the next few weeks?
Absolutely. I mean, I said we're good friends with the man that was assailing. Speaking of the man that was assailed, where may I find him again?
Says we're about to release him to town guard custody. They're going to take him over to the constabulary.
Where will that take?
You will receive a message, and you are expected to come in.
I'm more than compliant and have been, clearly. That man knows about our friend, and I would like to be there when he's released. May I attend to...
They'll bring him through here. If you want to sit, we won't stop you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay.
And I just take a seat. Crown.
All right, so Mouse, you're taking Saturn back.
If that's where Sal, I asked Saturn if that's where he wants to go. I mean, if he does, then
I need to get out of here. That was a poor performance by me. I need to go.
Okay, well, I'll take him to the portal room. I'll take him back to the tower, and then I'm gonna come as soon as I take him back to the tower. I'm gonna come right back and make sure they don't have any questions that need answering or help.
So you come right back. They don't need anything else from you if you're asking them.
Yeah, I'm like, is there any other questions you need answered?
Yeah, they're like, I don't think so. What's his name? The hold on.
Tasserin?
No, the older gentleman that you know.
Marcus?
That works there.
I want to say Mercutio, but that's not it.
Mercutio.
Marcellus. It was Marcellus.
Marcellus. I think that is right.
Yeah, it was Marcellus.
Mercutio.
Yeah.
Mercutio is
I was like,
his
that's
name.
not it.
That's way better than
Well, it's Shakespearean. It's from
I know.
Romeo
it's-
and Juliet.
Marcel the Shell, dude.
Oh,
Mercutio's
Mercutio.
dead, by the way.
I'll be like, yeah, I come here quite often and speak with Marcellus. I wouldn't say we're friends, but I feel like we're close to that.
You see Marcellus over, sort of looking over at you, seemingly wanting to talk to you, but not to walk over there.
I'll just kind of wave, and then after I know that they don't have any. Once the conversation's finished, I'll go speak with Marcellus.
Okay. Yeah, conversation's finished. Go over there to speak with Marcellus. He says, "How are you doing? How are you doing, Mouse?"
Things are going good. I have a pretty good group of friends, even though we've had a little mishap today. I'm still trying to straighten that one out. And but other than that, I'm pretty good.
Your friend that needs a license. You know him well.
I know him pretty well. Yes, he's. I'm gonna definitely help him get a license later today.
You should really make sure that's done. He's something about him they don't like. They're gonna keep an eye on him.
Yeah, I get that feeling by the by the conversation when I offered to take him back. But we'll get his license for sure. We'll have this happen again.
What happened, Mouse?
One of my friends thought he saw, at least as far as I know, thought he saw somebody that might have killed his wife, and he kind of went off the deep end, which is very rare for this gentleman. He doesn't generally lose his cool unless it's in battle, but he generally doesn't lose his cool like that. So I'm still don't know all the details other than what I just told you. And he attacked somebody.
Yeah, that's keeping some friends are getting you in trouble there, Mouse. Just be careful.
Yeah, we're gonna get this straightened out. I think it'll be okay.
All right.
But thanks for your concern. But I'll be around. Should be here for a while, coming and going.
Okay. I'll see you around then.
We'll see ya. And then I will. I'm gonna head back to the tower after that to talk to Saturn.
Okay.
So later.
Okay. Jace, you're sitting there for probably another 20 minutes before they bring that guy out. His injuries are gone. His clothes are still bloodied. But he has apparently been tended to by some sort of healer. And
yeah,
he is walking out with the authoritative people there and a woman.
Do I recognize the woman?
We'll call it a perception check.
Receive. 18.
18. Given what you know and what you're looking at, that might bear a slight resemblance to Merton.
Okay. I will get up and I will hastily kind of like walk next to where they are at.
Okay.
In fact, I'll approach the woman and be like, I've heard of you. My name is Chase. I am Merton's companion.
Okay. Give me just before you say that, as you're walking up, you sort of overhear. I gotta find the name. Hold on. I think it's. Is that it? Yes. Okay. So as you're walking up to them, you hear the guy say to her, "It is good to see you again, Eorlin. And they're just sort of making small talk. Has your research on Ivia, have you furthered that at all? And she says, oh, no, I've sort of given up on that. Sort of hit a roadblock. And anyway, it's nice to see you again too, Tresden. Let's go get this taken care of. And then that's when you can make an entrance if you like.
And he said, Aorlin?
Yeah. And also, actually, you would know the name Ivia is sort of a... probably most of you would know this name if you heard it. It's almost like a folktale type name. The people might say you don't want to end up like Ivia if you are like trying to go into the Aegis. You know, it's almost like as a warning. Ivia is... It's basically used as a tale of don't get too ambitious. You can make a history check if you want to see if you know more than that. But everyone who has lived in a city probably has heard the name in a sort of saying way.
Like a don't fly too close to the sun kind of way, or like...
Yeah, just as in a little thing that people say.
Like an idiom?
Like an idiom. Many people may not know where it comes from, but they might know the name through that. Mm-hmm. With a 14, you would probably know that at least she was assumed to be a up-and-coming wizard who was suddenly just not heard from again. And then there are different theories on what happened.
Yeah, okay.
And then you can do anything interactions you want to do with them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like swiftly kind of breeze through and in between them and just kind of address her directly and just be like, I'll grab the guy by the elbow and just be like, it's good to see you again. You look well. Also, is this who you were telling me about?
Aorlin looks at you. Give me an insight check. She looks at you, and there is some sort of recognition there when she sees you. And the guy says, yes, this is her. She looks at you.
Pardon my manners. My name is Jace Feltholt. I am a traveling companion of your father's, I presume, Merton. This man here, was it... I just wrote it down. Tristan? Tresden. This man here, Tresden, well, we've had a bit of a kerfluffle, and I'm here to smooth it out as best I can. Pleasure to meet you.
You've been traveling with Merton for a while now, haven't you? She's saying this to you.
Yes, it has been quite some time, and we've been through quite a bit. He's a capable, young, not so young man.
She says, walk with us. And
absolutely, I would be delighted.
They start making their way over to the constabulary, and she starts asking you questions. She's, how long has it been that you've been with Merton?
Oh, years at least. It feels that way. It's probably only been a few months, but he's been exceptional in martial capabilities, and he's kind of like the caboose, the father, the responsible one of the group. That's why today's occurrence was just so odd, and I must admit, hard to disbelieve. For Merton is typically so collected. Even in the midst of his bloodlust and battle.
Make just a general persuasion check for me.
Persuasion. 18.
Okay. She says, but how has he been?
Well, the first word that comes to mind is grumpy, honestly. But in a very charming and amusing manner. He seems well. He is a do-gooder amongst society, which is always refreshing. It really keeps some of us in check, frankly. This was, frankly, a surprise to many of us.
And he's been okay. He's not been. And she sort of just trails off, and he's been fine. He's not the whole time.
Well, yes, aside from the public debauchery and exposing himself to minors. I mean, no, of course, yes, he's been fine.
But has he been happy? Has he been useful?
Useful, yes, very. Miss, I apologize. It seems you were dancing around something, and frankly, I'm one for candor, and I would appreciate it if you would be straightforward with me on this.
I don't know that there's a lot I can tell you yet.
Well, let's start with something easy. May I ask your relation to him? Is it indeed a familial one?
Yes, he is my father.
Wonderful. And, may I ask who you are? Like, what do you do?
I have been studying at the Aegis.
Ah, me as well. Is she wearing robes of a kind?
Yeah, she's wearing the red robes.
And I'll just, I think at this point I probably put mine on because we've been in there. And of course they're, wrinkled, you know? Like, they've been in the bag a lot, so they're not exactly, clean or whatever. But wonderful. And what is your area of study?
I've been sort of bouncing around. Although recently I've been focusing a little bit more on divination.
Ah, yes. Wonderful. That's fantastic. I'm sure Merton is proud of your exploits.
I believe he probably is. Or at least he thinks he is. Do you like my father?
Yes, I do actually very much. He's how do I say this? He keeps our feet on the ground. At times he can be stubborn, but that comes with its benefits as well. He's kept us out of trouble, and he is wise. He has experience. He's good with shoemaking. And I must say, as for someone of my stature, and I like flex, and it's not very impressive, he has much to offer. He's kept to himself regarding his past in a lot of ways. He's somewhat reserved, but there is a charm to him. Some sort of charismatic, mercurial nature that he's kind of the anchor of the group, I would say.
You make these little jokes, and you see her feign a smile after she realizes that you're trying to make a joke. If that makes sense. It's like she's not interested in laughing, but she sees you're trying to be jovial, and so almost after that moment has passed, she's like, that kind of vibe. She just says, okay, we're gonna go talk to him. Do you think he likes you?
I think so. I mean, what's not to like? Do you not like me?
I don't know you. Do you think
That's
he trusts you?
I do. We've been through the thick and thin of battle. I think he's very guarded about certain things, and that's his prerogative to share or not share. I can tell you seem under duress with this, and I'll be candid and set my jovial nature aside for a second. I'm here to help, and I genuinely want to know what the heck has happened, and I worry that I'm standing next to a murderer of a loved one of a very dear friend.
Oh. No, Tristan didn't kill anybody.
Well, Merton accused him of murdering his wife. I assume that's your mother.
She sort of side glances at him, and he sort of gives the give me an insight check, actually. $22. So she sort of looks at him, almost annoyedly, and he looks back with an expression of almost like, oops, or I messed up, that's sorry type thing. But no words are said.
Do I believe that when she says no, that's not the case?
Yeah, you believe she's being truthful in that.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are walking that way. Back over at the constabulary, they take Merton and Vonnegut in. They ask your like basic information. Are either of you being uncooperative, or are you just cooperating?
No, I'm not being uncooperating.
I'll cooperate, but just not
Grumpily?
easily. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, they have to ask a few times for me to say my name, that kind of thing.
Okay. So they come to you first, Vonnegut. They don't put you in a cell. They put Merton back in a cell. And they come to you and ask for a statement. Like, what happened?
Well, he's started trying to hit that guy, and I tried to stop him. And then the guard showed up, and I asked if they needed my help, and they said yes. So I tried to stop him again, but eventually it was out of my hands.
Okay, that pretty much lines up with what we've got here. Is he your friend, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not now, but...
We're waiting on... Okay, he writes that down. We're waiting on some... we're waiting on the victim to come make a statement, and then things will move from there. You are free to stick around if you want, or you can leave. It's up to you.
All right, fantastic.
Are you staying or leaving?
I'll go out the front door and hang out there because
Okay.
I know that people are probably going to come. Yeah.
Okay. They come to you, Merton, and talk to you on the other side of the bars. You want to tell us what happened?
I just stare at him unblinkingly. Is he dead?
Don't believe so. You believe he is on his way here.
He needs to be dead.
That is a very strong statement. Is that the one you want to enter into the record?
Yes.
You want to tell us why?
He knows why. You can ask him when he gets here.
Is that all you're going to give us?
That's all you need to know.
I want to make sure we get everything right here. Because as it currently looks, it's not looking good for you.
I don't care what it looks for me. As long as he's dead.
Well, currently he is not the one behind bars. So, if there's anything you want to add, now would be the time.
This is how you do things around here? You just let him walk?
He was the one that was assaulted on the street, so yes, he is going to be free for now. You haven't even told us what he did.
You better lock me up forever then, because as soon as I get out, I'm going to kill him.
Writes it down. Okay. All right, we'll have another chat here in a little while. A little while goes by, Vonnegut, and you see Jace walking up with this with the guy that you saw earlier. Again, his clothes are all bloodied, but he appears fine now.
Yeah.
Walking with this young woman, young adult.
Probably,
I don't know.
Probably
Young adult.
Probably late 30s.
Okay, that's right. Because you're
Full adult.
I forgot how old Merton was.
With this young adult.
With this woman.
Yes.
they come walking up, and Jace, you see Vonik sitting outside of the constabulary.
I give him the eyes, like, yo, it's going down.
It's going down.
I'll just motion to him and indicate to the two of them. Jeez, I gotta keep my notes up, dude. Tresden and Aorlin. I'll be like, here's another one of our traveling companions, Vonik, also trustworthy. I would say Merton likes him even more than I.
Well, I wouldn't say that now, since I'm the one who tried to keep him from killing you.
Yes. Vonik was instrumental in keeping this man from turning into toothpaste.
And you see that sort of similar look of recognition when she sees Vonik as well. She steps up to him. You've been traveling with my father as well?
Yeah, for a while.
What's your assessment? How's he been?
Fine. Old man. Normal guy.
He's okay? You like him?
Yeah, seems fine. Well, he might, we'll see. But yeah. I like him, he's alright.
Do you trust him?
Yeah, he made me these nice boots.
Does he trust you, do you think?
Well, I'd hope so after that masterpiece I traded for these boots. But yes, I do think he does trust me.
Okay.
Well, like I said, maybe not now, but at one time.
Okay. You want to come in with us?
I think it's best I stay out here on this one. He seemed not too happy with him, and I'm the one who kept him from killing him, for the most part.
She looks at you. She says, I appreciate that. And she walks in.
I mean, I helped too, but okay. I follow them in.
They go in, and the conversation that they have with the constabulary is the essentials are that Tresden is not going to press charges. And the guy is like, we still have, like, aside from him not pressing charges, this has become a public affair. I don't know if we can just let him go. And she's like, can we speak to him alone? And he just sort of hesitates, and then Tresden pulls out his ID, basically his Aegis ID, and he says, it won't take long. And you make a perception check for me.
Oh, Jace?
Jace, yes.
I shall return.
Perception, you say?
Yeah.
Ha-na-na.
18. You can sort of look over at the ID and make out that he is, you can't tell exactly what, but some kind of instructor or teacher of some sort at the Aegis.
I wouldn't recognize him, though.
No, there's no reason you would recognize him.
Not my teacher.
Correct. And they look at it and say, I can give you a few minutes. Oh, you left.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Sorry.
So they tell Tresden we can give you a few minutes, but hopefully you can get more out of him than we did. So there's the cells are in a separate part, and currently Merton is the only person back there, and there's a door that goes into the room of cells. Merton, you were in there alone, or you were in there there's one guard by the door on the inside. The door opens, one of the other guards comes in and says something to that guard. The guard's okay, and they both leave. And as they leave, you see this Boris the Blade guy enter first, followed by Aorlin, followed by Jace.
I sit there and just stare at this.
Aorlin walks up.
I kind of whisper to her. I say, "What are you doing here? You don't need to be here for this."
She says, "How you doing, Dad?"
You should leave. Just leave here. I don't want you to see this.
I know. I have an idea of what you're feeling right now, but let me ask you, do you trust this Jace?
Of course. And most of the time I'm just staring at Boris.
Okay. Yeah, you start to see this Boris / Tresden. He's sweating. He's not comfortable here currently as you are staring, mean mugging him from behind the bars. She says, Dad, this is Tresden.
Okay, what he told you. It's Boris. Please leave.
She sighs. I have to tell you something. You're probably not going to like it. The reason you think his name is Boris is because he made a little mistake doing something that I asked him to do.
I don't say anything, just listening.
She looks over at Jace and then back at you. She says, you have full trust in Jace.
Trust him.
I'll just pipe in. If I can step out if this is a family affair.
If he trusts you, I think it's better that you're here.
Okay.
A few years ago, or I don't know, however long it was in your backstory, I don't remember the timeline.
The incident?
Yeah.
It was just like right before the campaign started.
Okay, so a few months
That's how
ago.
I have it. Okay.
Okay. I didn't remember how long you had been. Anyway, at that time, I was coming home on break with
Martin
Tresden.
hangs his head. Oh, okay.
I was dating him at the time, and I was going to introduce him to you and Mom. But when we got to the house, I saw you covered in blood over 2 bodies. One of them was Mom. And you were broken. All you kept saying is, it's all my fault. I couldn't get anything else out of you. So I asked Tresden to modify your memory. Now, from what he tells me, it did not go as I had planned, but I've been checking in on you occasionally, and you seem to be functioning again. It seems to have made a bit of a turning point today. So I thought I would come and talk to you about it.
Can I insight check this?
Yeah, go for it.
21.
She seems to be earnest with you.
So that's not what happened. They had a knife to her throat. He did. One of his goons. He was dead.
I know that's what you think. And Tresden pipes in. It's my fault, really. I hadn't done it many times.
You changed my memory so that it looked like I killed you. I mean, what kind of a moron are you?
He's sheepishly is backing away. Yeah. I wasn't exactly sure how it turned out. But when we went back to look for you, you had already gone. I had been reading about bandits from the past. Boris the Blade was one that I was reading about, so I inserted the name, but apparently it was my face that was attached to it in your memory. Like I said, I hadn't done it many times. And Aorin types in
quietly.
I don't know what happened before we got there, but this right now is better than how you were.
You say so.
She starts to cry a little bit. She says, Dad, you were completely broken. You couldn't tell me what happened. You couldn't say anything other than that it was your fault. I couldn't talk to you.
I don't know about this. Does he have to be here?
No. Can you wait outside, Dresden? And he's just, yeah, okay. He walks outside.
I'll follow him.
Okay.
I say, your brother's dead. So is that a modified memory too?
She looks at you and her eyes well up. Yes, that's also modified. I didn't want you to go looking for him.
So he's not dead?
No. She looks up for a minute and sort of gives a half smile. She says, tomorrow is his birthday, actually.
Where is he? I want to see him.
He's still in Graylin.
Why? Why would he make that memory?
I told him to make sure that he thought I was your only family member left alive, because I knew what had happened. So if you were going to look for someone for some explanation, I wanted it to be me, not someone who didn't know. His solution was to tell you that he was dead. It was all done very hastily and sloppily, and for that, I apologize. But you were just sitting out in front of the house with 2 dead bodies. I had to be quick. I didn't want to see you, well, like you are right now, behind bars.
Does Miramore know about his mother?
He does. I told him what I knew.
Best I don't see him then.
Okay.
What now? Anything else that you have made up?
I don't know what all was made up. And you can get your memory back if you find someone that will, I don't. A 5th level remove curse will do it. Or a greater restoration, but I don't think it's wise.
The last thing I want is remember that.
That was my line of thinking as well. I think they're maybe going to let you out since Dresden isn't pressing charges, and I'm not with Dresden anymore, but I would appreciate you not saying anything about this. He's not really supposed to cast that spell on people without clearances, and I don't know how it works exactly.
It's best you keep him away from me.
Sure, Dad. good to see you.
Good to see you too. It's been a while.
I've been studying, switching back and forth between schools, but always moving forward.
Mom would be happy.
See her start to eyes well up again. I think so too. She's like reaches out her hand to hold your hand through the bars.
Take it.
She sort of sniffles back up. So, what? I saw these people that you have been going around with. You like them?
Yeah, they keep me sane. I'm just trying to do what I can to make up for what I did.
Jace seems nice. Vonik as well. I've seen them. I've been scrying on you occasionally just to make sure you're okay. I saw them.
Well,
I think
it's best. Go ahead.
I think that they seem to bring out the best in you.
Well, maybe. They kind of tagged along at first, but we've tagged along for a long time.
And she sort of smiles and nods at you with an understanding.
Yeah. I want to be alone, but that's probably not a good idea.
I think it's better that you stay with them.
I'll tell him that.
I won't.
So, can we have this conversation outside these bars?
I'll go talk to them. She tries to like stick her hands through the bars to give you a hug between the bars.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be right back. And she walks out. Jace, if there's anything you want to do on the other side, you can. Otherwise, she's just going to go talk to the like the guards and stuff.
Yeah, I guess I'd just pull Tresden aside and just be like, that story. Who was the other person?
I didn't know him. I think he was. I don't know. I think he was maybe a tax collector. I'm not sure.
Do I believe him?
Make an insight check. He seems to be frazzled at the moment, so you don't see any reason for him to lie currently, but you can't really be sure.
And I'm just going to tell him, I'll ask her.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, she comes out a few minutes later.
Lorian? Is that it?
Aorlin.
Aorlin. How does she look when she comes out?
She looks a little. Make an insight check.
Oh, I think I just rolled this. 18.
18. You see that she, obviously has been crying. It's a little bit at least. Her eyes are kind of red and maybe a little puffy. But with an 18, she also seems like relieved to some degree.
If that's the case, then I was debating not interfering, but I would just say, "Hey, Orlin, is everything all right? Can I help?"
She sort of once the door closes behind her and you ask her that, you just keep an eye on him.
100%. I asked Tresden this. He didn't know. Can I ask who the other person was?
We weren't sure. We think he was a tax collector, but I'm not certain.
Do I believe her?
We can keep your insight of 18. She seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. All right.
She goes over and talks to the guards for a bit. Sorry, was something else?
No, I'll do my best with Merton. I'm happy to keep an eye on him.
Thank you. She goes.
Really, he's the one that keeps an eye on us. So
she sort of smiles. She says, "That's nice to hear." And she sort of looks down. Well, I'm gonna go see if we can get him out of here. And she walks off. Talks to the guards for a little bit. It gets not yelling, but a little heated. And eventually she gives the look of like, fine. And the head guy comes over there and opens up the door, leaves it open, walks in, comes up to you, Merton. Says, "Oh, Merton, we looked you up. Seems you have, you were in the Graylin army. Tresden over there is not pressing charges. I think we can let you go, conditionally. We have, had a couple ships go missing from Brable here. And I think if I could get a favor done from some people, to some people rather, it might be good for everyone involved. Would you be willing to do some investigating, maybe with your friends? I don't know if you can speak for them or not, but if you can do that, we can maybe let you out of here as long as you come back in maybe a week or so when we get things ready for you to go."
You really want me back in your town?
You gonna behave yourself?
What's the job?
Well, like I said, we've had some ships go missing from less used shipping lane from here to... Hold on, I gotta look up the city.
That one city.
One city.
Shipping lanes between there's a shipping lane that's been lesser used from Brable to Bloomshire. It used to be sort of pirate infested, but we hadn't had any pirate problems in quite some time. But recently we've had some ships go missing, and they're looking for someone to look into it. I, of course, work here, but I know some people, and if I could get them some people to look for it, you could look for those people, and it would help me out.
People need help. I'll help.
All right.
Hell yeah. Let's go, baby.
You, Tresden's still out there. You want to... Does he need to leave before I let you out?
That's probably a good idea.
All right. I'll be right back. So he goes and talks to Tresden and Jace too, and he says he does not want to see you, and I don't want any trouble. So, do you have any objection to leaving? I don't want to say stay out of his way, but at least for right now, could you maybe not be here? And he's like, sure, no problem. And he looks at Eorlin and says, it's really good to see you again. And she just sort of nods at him. And he leaves. And he turns, the guard turns to you, Jace. Says he's accepted our offer to investigate some missing ships Is that something your group, I'm assuming, your group can handle? Or at least is interested in looking into?
We call Merton the negotiator. He speaks for us. Heck yeah, we're in. Where is it? Wait, Chips, tell me more about it. I love the ocean. Let's go.
Because I'll have more information for you when I get it. Just come back here. Tell you what. And he goes and gets a thing, and he looks. So I can probably get it ready. He says 2 weeks. Just come back here in 2 weeks. By then, I should have a ship that you guys can board.
Nice. By the way, I know Merton's in trouble, and this is probably a quid pro quo kind of thing. What do we get as a part of this?
You get your friend out of jail.
Well, I mean, I like him, but friend is a loose term to the other guy. We got one particular guy who's not going to be thrilled. He's been at the party for like a day and a half. He'll probably
looks
want
over at you.
I'm kidding. Merton's the negotiator. I'm the class clown. Don't worry about it.
Her eyes start to get a little bit wide, and the guard is just like 2 weeks. Deal?
We'll be here. You got him to work for the government. That's impressive.
He goes into the cell. Says, "All right, Merton, you're free to go. Come back in 2 weeks. I think I can get a boat ready by then."
I have my maul back.
Yeah, it's all in there. He just points to the other room, and it's all your stuff is sitting there waiting.
Okay, I go gather it up.
You go in the other room. Jason, Eorlin are both still there. Tresden is gone.
Merton, she has the same sense of humor as you, by the way. Like,
I'll go to Eorlin and I'll say, I don't want to get in the way of what you're doing here. So if you don't want to associate with me, I understand.
She says, "Don't be stupid, Dad." And she hugs you.
Okay.
Where are you going now?
I'm going to go sit in a tower for a couple weeks. I don't know. Probably go to the library. These kids in their libraries. Do you go to the library all the time?
Almost every day.
Man. I don't understand you kids.
Have you been to the one in Takri? It's magnificent. I've only been a couple times, but I love it there.
Yeah, it's big.
She says, "Okay, Dad. I'll miss you. I love you.
I love you too.
I'll see you later. I'll be checking in on you. Don't do anything like this again, okay?"
You don't have to do that.
May not have to, but I'm going to anyway. She turns and leaves.
I say, keep an eye on Miramore for me.
Okay. She turns and leaves. And you guys
Let's go to the tower.
You gotta go find Mouse.
Oh, man.
as she walks off, I'll just be like, "Hey, are you hungry? Do you eat? You want to?"
She turns back to you. looks at you, Merton.
I just give Jace the stink eye. I give him the dad stink eye. What are you doing to my daughter?
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I should have asked first. But we'll be seeing you, and I know you'll be seeing us.
No, we won't.
She turns to leave.
I'm sorry.
All right, you guys walk out. Vonik, are you still hanging out there?
Yeah.
All right, you guys walk out, and Vonik's still sitting there. Probably working on a pipe or something.
Standing there. I have strong legs. I can stand all day.
All right. So let's rewind a little bit. Mouse, you wanted to have a conversation with Saturn as they were leaving the Aegis.
Yeah, so I go back to the tower immediately after the conversation that with Marcellus. I get to tower and I go find Saturn. I don't know what are you doing in the tower, Saturn? So I know
I'm just in my room sitting.
All right, so I'll go to his room where he goes, knock on his door. Saturn, you there? Can we talk?
Yeah, Mouse, what's up?
So, about this level 3 license, do you want to attempt to get those? I know they do a background check, and I know that could be problematic for you.
What does the background check entail? Are they going to find out that I'm a warlock through it?
Being that you're not really from around here too much, I don't know how much they'll be able to find. What I know, what kind of background check they do. My background is not too much with the Aegis, other than studying there because I was forced to.
Yeah,
But-
you know a little bit, both just because we're sort of moving up there, and are friends with many of the people who sort of work there, and like specifically Marcellus. You would know that depending on the background check, just depends on who you know as to how detailed it's going to be. Strings can be pulled if you know the right people to make it go faster, but as long as you don't.
Would I know anybody? Would I know anybody that could do that besides, I don't know, I don't think Marcellus would be the right person.
Yeah, Marcellus could definitely help with that. He is a clerical person at the Aegis, so.
Okay, so I know somebody at the Aegis who might be able to help speed this along so that maybe the background check's not too in depth. We can maybe go have a chat with him. But we should do that today, sooner rather than later. I kind of put my neck out here and my reputation around here.
Yeah, if you think it'll be all right, I'll go do it.
I think maybe we can see if Marcellus can speed things along.
As long as they don't find out. I don't care how long it takes, really. I just don't want them to know what I am. They'll kill me.
I think you should maybe refrain from using spells in the city as much as possible.
Probably.
Draw less attention. But yes, we should probably do that. And we need to be I need to be back in the city anyways, because they're gonna need a way back to the tower when they're done. Hopefully they can get Merton out of his predicament.
I'm sure they can.
So I guess we'll take Saturn and we'll head back to the Aegis, since I know Marcellus is currently there.
Okay. You guys want me there too? I am outside.
What are you doing?
You've been just doing give me 3 animal handling checks for this whole time, because you've just been hanging out.
He just wants to play.
Befriend squirrels.
He's like, please allow me to play. I just want to play. Take me to the city, anything. I'll even go to the library.
All right, 3. They're all +2.
Okay. Oh, quite the array there.
You're like Elmira. You got your pet, and then you petted it too hard and killed it.
And all the other animals were like, not going over to that
guy. So with the first one, you're like, yeah, I'm getting the hang of this. And then the next two, you're like, maybe not. As a couple of them maybe give you little bites on the finger. But you're getting, overall, you are showing improvement. And I'll tell you what, you can have half proficiency in it, because you did spend those weeks. So do you know how to do half proficiency?
No, you're not.
Okay, I will do it for you real quick. I need to go here. So you guys are going, who all's going back to the Aegis and Brable?
Well, currently it was just me and Saturn going back.
Okay, are you taking Testuzma?
Well, did he come with us? Like that's why I was. Was he following us the whole time? Did he come back to where were you at, Testuzma? Were you still outside the whole time? Like,
oh yeah, I'd be outside the entire time.
Okay.
Okay, so he would not be coming to the Aegis with us because he's not there.
Dang.
I mean, he could make his way there.
If you want to make your way back, then it's fine.
You could walk in. You could have been like, "Whoop! I heard that teleporter. I better go in there. I've been sitting here for all day."
Okay, so you have half proficiency in animal handling now.
Yay! All right,
So
I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up to Mouse and ask him like, what happened? Why are you taking like the entire day to talk to a god?
Okay, so I guess we show up at the Aegis, and we're gonna make our way up to Marcellus, and at the same time, Testuzma is gonna walk right up to us as he sees us. Is that how this can go?
Well, he was at the tower, so he would walk back to the tower as you guys were about to leave.
Oh, he was outside at the tower. He wasn't outside.
Right.
Rabel.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that makes sense. So, so he finds us before we leave. Okay, I understand what's happening now.
It's like, hey guys, we were gone for a little while. What's happening?
Oh, Testuzma, long story. Very long story, and let's just say Merton got himself in a bit of a jam, and everybody's trying to work this out. And
Merton tried to make some jam.
Yeah, he did. But we're gonna go back to town now because we got to do some stuff for Saturn. You're welcome to come back to town if you want with us.
Yeah, I'll join you guys. I'm tired of the animals. They fit me.
All right. So we all go to the teleporter room and teleport back to Brabel.
Okay.
Aegis. And I am immediately going to look for Marcellus. He's probably in his usual spot.
Yep,
Find him every
he
time.
is.
All right. And Saturn's going to come with me, right? You're following me, Saturn, right?
Yep.
Yes. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to walk up to Marcellus and so Marcellus, I know you're talking about friends getting me in trouble, but honestly, they've been a really good group of people, and I've learned a lot about the world since joining them. And this incident today was a mix-up, I'm sure, but I don't know the whole details yet. But I do have a request, if you could help me out with one. My friend here, Saturn, he inadvertently cast a level 3 spell. Didn't do anything, but it got the Aegis' attention, and he was meaning to get his license. And I was wondering if you could help us speed that along so we could get that done, and he can show the Aegis that he has his license for that, or get his license for that, because he told him he would.
Make a... This feels like a deception check to me.
Okay, deception it is. I'll find it. There it is. Oh no.
6. He looks up at you. Says, your father was a dear friend of mine, and I don't want to see you go down the wrong path. Now, I trust you, Mouse. But if I help you with this, what am I going to find?
Well, he definitely is a caster. That's what I know. I've seen him cast wizardly spells. I mean, he could probably tell you more than me.
He looks over at you, Saturn.
Yeah, and I'll look at Saturn. I'll look at Saturn and I'll say, "You can trust Marcellus. He has been in my life for a while."
What am I going to find?
I'm going to mind link with Mouse real quick.
Okay.
Can I tell him?
I don't. I would be.
You would say no.
Yeah, I would. I was gonna say I would be vague about your heritage.
Well, my parents, I guess, abandoned me, and I was found by a man. Um, I guess I do have some latent abilities, but also he trained me to be able to do a little bit of wizard spells.
He's a very close follower of Selune. Seluna.
Make Saturn make a. We'll call it deception with advantage because Mouse is there with you.
Anyone?
21. He says, "Oh, well, it's okay to not have a pedigree. It's lots of people aren't either proud of their parents or maybe they don't. Look, Mouse here, he didn't know his parents either, but Tassarin took him in. That's fine. There's no need to be ashamed about that."
Just hard. Sometimes. Knowing that my parents didn't want me. But
Oh, I understand. Okay.
I'll just kind of go into that, like, just kind of a little bit of a cry, but just like, thanks for understanding.
Well, what?
I'm gonna think in my head, quite a show there, Saturn.
What level of license are you looking for? And then do you want sorcerer or wizard? It sounds like you're both. Just multi classes.
Oh yes, that would be perfect.
Oh, okay.
And just a level 3. That's all I can. I can't do a ton.
Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. And he goes back. It takes him about 5-10 minutes. He already has all your information from the questioning and stuff. And he comes back out with a level 3 license and says, "It's 25 gold."
I will gladly pay.
Okay, here you go. Mouse will take care of you. He seems to be in the same boat you are, but he's a strong boy.
I do appreciate that, Marcellus.
And what a great teacher Mouse is. Really, really great.
Okay, well, I hope things
We're
work
learning
out
from
for
each
you.
other here. And I do appreciate it, Marcellus, and I'll be back sometime, and I'll be around for the next 2 weeks. Or no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't know that. I'll be around for a while, anyways. And then maybe I'll come back and speak.
Okay, I'll see you around, Mouse. Nice to meet you,
All right.
Saturn.
It's good to meet you as well.
All right,
thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I truly mean that.
I'm gonna
Just
I'm
nods
gonna
at
head
you.
out.
It's okay.
So I'm gonna look at Saturn and Testuzmo, who I'm assuming is still here.
Yep.
And so I'm gonna go out front of the Aegis and kind of keep an eye out for the rest of the party because they're gonna want to be coming back at some point.
All right.
I'm gonna ask Saturn. I need information about what happened, why you were here.
I don't know what you're talking about, Testuzmo, and I will just continue walking away.
I will go after Mouse. And I'll
If
ask
you
the
ask-
same question.
Let's hold this conversation, Testuzmo, until everybody's back, because I think that they're gonna have way more information than I have. I was only there for the beginning, and then we came back to the tower. So let's hold that question till we get everybody.
Very well.
All right. So a little while goes by, and you see Merton, Vonnegut, and Jace walk up to the Aegis.
And the
Unshackled.
third reason that I love libraries is because there's so much information that you can, like, there's so much there. And the fourth reason that I love libraries.
All right. So as they come up, are you guys ready to go
Best
back?
story I've ever heard.
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna go in and just to use the. No, we're not gonna go straight to the teleporter. No, we'll make eye contact with anybody, and we're gonna go straight back to the tower.
Okay. You guys all arrive safely, unarrested, back at the tower. to have whatever conversations you want to have or whatever actions you want to take.
I'm gonna poke Testumo in his shell and go, now's the time for you to ask the questions.
I'm gonna go to Jace and say, answers. Give me answers now.
I mean, what do you want to know, dude?
What did you guys do down there? You said you'd speak to a god.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. Can I go back to the temple?
You're gonna be here 2 weeks.
No, I'm just kidding. No, we were on our way, and then some wild stuff happened, and I'll let the others fill in the gaps because it's not really my story to tell.
Very well.
And then there were gaps.
And then there were gaps.
And then there were gaps.
So you sure you don't want to spend the next 45 minutes going back over the story?
Okay.
You guys
Brevity's
can
sake,
summarize
we just went over
what
it.
you fill in for him. Like if there's anything you want to hold back from him, or if you just want to tell him.
I want to hold back everything. We don't know this guy.
Listen.
He's been around for a while now.
Still an intern.
Yeah, he's still an intern.
He followed us to the abyss. For
He's an
crying out
accessory
loud.
to murder for you guys.
He didn't participate.
Yeah,
Who'd we
he
murder?
killed the Eladrin.
Oh, that's right. I thought you were talking about,
yeah.
we didn't do anything.
Oh, right, we are murderers. My bad. I already forgot.
Everyone's
Well,
a little
so-
bit of a
Off a
murderer in
duck's back.
D&D.
Snitches get stitches, alright?
We went and apologized to the guy for XG.
We went to next of kin.
We went to next again. We told him, listen, man, we're real sorry about murdering her. And all he had to say was, did you eat her? And we were like, all right, all guilt gone, baby. The mask is off. I'm not the bad guy.
All that
It's interesting
wasted
how you took
meat.
that. He didn't ask
not-
if you ate her for him. It's because you guys said you ate animals, and he was like, "That's weird."
I want him to be on this plane. I miss that guy.
Yeah.
That guy was awesome.
I want to bring him here.
Fribs, wherever you
Dude.
are.
Cribs,
Shout
come
out.
eat some chicken eggs with us.
Yeah, dude.
They're delicious.
Oh. Alright, so we catch Testumo up. As
Okay.
much as Merton wants.
Alright.
Martin doesn't want to catch him of any.
There you go. That's what he's getting. He's getting nothing.
If he asks
Sorry.
me, I'll give him the 5-second stare
No, I wouldn't go
And
ask
then-
Merton.
and then look away. I'm not saying anything.
Merton's too scary.
If anyone tells me it's something about Merton, I won't go up to him.
I'll tell him we went to a turtle sanctuary for the day.
We went to a petting zoo.
I'm petting you, yeah.
We're all we got trained up by professionals. We're all
Yeah.
proficient in animal handling now.
You bastards!
They had experts on site, dude. We got some
amazing.
sick training, dude. We got a lifetime worth of training in a day, dude. It was amazing.
There was this alligator hunter guy who's Australian. He walked
dude.
us through all of it. It was great.
Dude.
Oh, crikey!
We can animal handle the big stuff, not just squirrels.
Oh my gosh.
Fantastic.
All right.
Uh,
So you guys have the rest of today if you want to do anything, and then 2 weeks to do anything you would like. They are expecting you back in Brable in 2 weeks.
Can I solo one-on-one just approach Merton whenever the opportunity presents itself?
Nope. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Nice.
You want to 1v1 me, bro?
Let's go.
All right, go get my maul.
You know, 1v1 me, bro.
Merton has sick crossover skills. Just
Yeah.
traded from 3. Hey, Merton, I'm sorry about all that.
Nothing for you to be sorry about.
Given what you thought was happening, I probably shouldn't have intervened. If that was my family and I thought that that's what happened to them, I wouldn't have been thrilled to be stopped. So I'm sorry. And I guess I don't know if you would even want this. I can. If you're interested in knowing more, I might be able to dig that out.
No. I want
Sounds
to
good.
Forget anything of this happened.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I nod to him.
Is your daughter single? Do you know?
We're done here.
No. All right, that's it.
She's
the first
like
two things are
20
serious.
years older than you are, first off.
Well, I mean, I'm a half elf, dude. Age is just a number, bro. Like, I'm not looking for anything serious. Like,
Well, that's definitely what you want to tell the dad.
whatever father wants to hear.
Martin goes and gets his maul.
1v1 me, bro.
You'll never catch me. I'm just kidding. First two things serious. Just want to lighten the mood. And you have a good day, sir. Thanks for everything you do for us. Bye, Dad. I mean, I'm not calling you Dad or anything, just because my dad's dead or anything like that. Or like nothing crazy. Still gotta go unpack that bomb. Anyway, bye.
For the rest of the 2 weeks? Do I know why we're sitting here for 2 weeks?
We're just going to sit here for 2 weeks?
They said they caught
Oh,
you
I
up
just-
on everything.
I don't want to just sit here for 2 weeks.
Okay.
We gotta do something.
Well,
Just do some
We
animal
caught you
handling.
up on the relevant information. We didn't tell you that he tried to murder someone, but we'll tell you we got to go do something in 2 weeks.
Any amount of downtime that I have, I want to spend it in the laboratory when we're in the tower, anyways.
Yeah.
And I want to see if there's a way to replicate the pendant that allows us to travel to certain towns.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
Oh, bad today.
15 is enough to get an idea. So, hold on a second. It would be possible with a 15 and being in the lab there. You would know it is possible to recreate that. It would take, probably a long time for a novice such as yourself, and a lot of materials.
Yeah, if I known that, I probably would not try to do that then. But
Yeah, you can
I wanted
continue to
see
look into it, but yeah,
possible.
with a 15 and because you got all of Tasrin's notes there, you know about his receipts and stuff about how much he would pay for materials and how long jobs would take him, and you just learning it, that would be a very expensive and very time consuming thing to recreate. It's possible, but it would take a lot of resources.
All right. Well, then I don't know what I would do in downtime.
Okay.
I got a couple activities.
I'll ask Vonic to help to spar. I need to hit something.
Oh man, yeah, sure.
Okay. You guys, you can have
Wanna
at it if
1v1?
you want, like full on roll combat, or you
Well,
can just
we'll,
RP it.
We'll just summarize.
Okay.
Because you don't want to get beat down. All right, yeah.
Man.
RP sparring. I'm there.
We got 2 weeks.
Yep.
I will make 2 stops in town if that's all right.
Which
One is Takria, because 1 is the library and 2 is the library. So
I would also make myself available during this time to take people wherever they need to go. Yep.
No, I believe I'd want Brable for the temple that I'm used to going to, and I believe the other spot is Brable as well, because I just kind of want to meander by the government office to see if that NDA contract is still available.
That's in Takria, but you can definitely do that.
Okay, well, I'll do those 2 things.
Okay. Which one do you want to do first?
Well, my purpose in visiting the temple is to seek out Oreen again,
Okay.
and see if I can't ask about my father, and to study celestial language.
All right.
I don't know if that's a place where I would do that or not, but
So go ahead and make me we'll call it a con save while you're in the temple.
Sure.
DC is 18 to be able to communicate at all with her.
I assume we've taken a long rest.
This would be like next day, so yeah.
If that's the case, I'm going to. Can I do? Hang on, I gotta clear this thing. I'll do Tides of Chaos for this. So con save's a +7 for me.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
23.
So yeah, you go into the temple and concentrate, like similar to how you did last time, and you get that same image of her. She just says, "You're back."
Yes. Last time we spoke, you said my father's with you.
Yes.
Can I speak to him?
It doesn't work that way.
He is dead then.
I suppose that is as good a word as any.
Is he happy?
I think so.
Who did it?
I'm not sure you're ready for that answer.
I wish to bring them to justice.
That is why you're not ready for that answer. The justice systems where you live are different. I am a god of the innocent. I am not a god of vengeance.
You don't have to be. I can do this. I want vengeance. This isn't fair.
It's not
I've
fair.
lost. I've lost my father. I've lost my mother. I've lost my brothers. What am I to do?
If you wish to investigate those things on your own, you may. But I am not your instrument of destruction. Do you understand?
What of those that did this to my father? They are to walk freely?
In the grand scheme, what happens to them is what they will get.
Others will suffer at their hands as well. By intervening, I protect. Forgive my frustration. Forgive my anger and forgive my desire for justice.
I helped your father in protecting the innocent by giving him abilities to do so. But I don't point anyone in any directions. That part is for you.
Would you not have me pursue this?
You can pursue anything you wish.
I wish to find answers. I wish to deliver fairness and justice, and I wish to protect those like my father who will be affected like he is, and their families.
You may do so. But I will not be the one who points you in those directions.
Very well.
You can use the gifts that I've given you. I trust you with them. But if I tell you who to go after, and where everyone is that you need to go after, that is beyond my purview.
I understand. Thank you, and forgive me if I offend thee.
I only ask that you protect the innocent as you see fit. And the image fades.
Okay. Okay.
All right, then you're going to Takria?
Yeah, I just want to see if that gig is still available.
Okay. I gotta find... Gotta find her name.
You get all the way there, and she's like, "Sorry, I don't have a gig for you. We only have 500 megs left."
Boo!
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, you make your way to Takria. Go back into that same spot. Lana Rilden is her name.
Okay.
She sees you and you go in. Ah. You ready? Are you back now?
Curious to see, Lana, if the job is still available.
It is.
And I do. I can't commit to it right now, though. Is that problematic still?
As long as you have time to at least think about it, I think it's okay.
Mm.
I've waited quite some time for you to have an opening, at least.
We're committed to something in roughly 2 weeks.
You may very well be able to do this in 2 weeks.
What's the job?
Let me double check on the wording real quick. She says, okay. I do need you to sign this, and it's basically a thing that says you will not speak about this to anyone outside of the people in your group or employ that need specific information about what to do. Basically, she doesn't want you talking to anyone at all, essentially, other than your group about about this.
Yeah.
She asks you to sign it.
And this is not a commitment. All I'm signing is just my discretion.
Yes.
All right, that's fine.
Okay. Do you sign it?
Yeah.
Okay. She takes it, rolls it up, closes the door behind you, and sits down. Here in Takria, there is a crime ring of sorts that seems to be able to circumvent most, if not all, attempts to stop it. I believe they may be smuggling contraband into and out of the city. I also believe that it is possible they may have contacts higher up in certain areas of government. And I'm looking to flush any and all of that out.
What's being smuggled?
I know magic items are. That's more of an Aegis problem than a constabulary problem, but being in government, I feel like those things should be a part of our purview as well. Illicit substances, potentially people. I'm not sure.
People. Slaves?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I am not able to get any more information than that. That's what you're here for.
You got any leads?
I was hoping you would. That's all I know is that they are an organized crime ring. At least in Takria, possibly other cities.
Well, I'll discuss
information
this.
you can bring back would be beneficial and rewarded.
Just information. Okay.
The more information, the more reward.
Wonderful. Corruption, smuggling, potential slavery. Favorite. It's the best. Drugs. Awesome. Okay. I'll talk with the crew, and if we're interested, we'll be back.
I want to impress upon you the importance of not disclosing this information. Do you understand why?
Absolutely. This will only be disclosed to the 5 individuals that you've seen me with.
And please impose upon them.
The same level of secrecy, absolutely. For sure. Yeah.
She nods.
Some of us have, let's just say, involvement with deities that are somewhat omniscient. Can we count those in the circle as well? Because I don't want to, like, really, nitty-gritty legalese.
She sort of smiles and... Whatever.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks. All right. I will return to the party.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Hello.
Jace.
Hi, Jace.
up,
Welcome
Jace?
back, Jace.
I'm an alcoholic.
Where in Takria did you go?
I'll just share.
You stayed away from the Aegis?
100%.
Okay.
Ugh.
No, you had to get through the Aegis to get there, but sure.
Well, I mean, yeah, like, but I didn't. I like held my breath as I walked through.
Yeah. Yeah, closed his eyes, just ran straight for the door.
Like,
Didn't want anything to do with him.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I farted as I walked through
Purely
too.
kosher.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I'll just share, divulge what happened. By the way, if we're just sitting on our duffs, there's some potential corruption we could seed out. Drugs are flooding the streets of Takria. And there's a reward for finding out whatever information we can about it. If we want to get involved. Also, by the way, this is DL. We can't tell anybody.
All right.
And I fill in all the relevant gaps of everything.
Is this like a finish in 2 weeks kind of thing? Take down the entire...
I told them, hey, yo, we got a commitment in 2 weeks. Like, we don't mess around with that kind of thing. I was told, hey, maybe you can drum up some stuff. So.
All right. Yep. Fair enough.
So I'm down to just like hit select and Skyrim wait time until 2 weeks pass by, or we can look into this.
So,
Sleep.
as you talk to me about finding out crime in Takria,
Mm-hmm.
I might be able to find some information there, but I would have to do it alone.
That's fine. I mean, obviously we can't tell anybody about this. We just have to investigate with a level of discretion.
Right. I have a contact in Takria.
Cool. Cool. It's not, Isaac, it's not anything I'm familiar with, right? Like,
Make we'll call it a history check.
regarding, like, smuggling stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Come on, baby. 19.
You know that your dad had been to Takria for work. You have no idea, though, if this is the same thing.
Yeah. I know what my dad was about, though. I mean, like illicit drugs and that wasn't him.
Yeah.
As far as I know. Big reveal, he was actually gangsta.
He was, first thing in the morning, rolled out of bed, hit a bump of coke, went to work. In it to win it, that guy.
2 hookers on his bed, just doesn't run off their back. Get out.
Ready to go.
I'm off to work.
I'm off to work now, baby.
Oh, man.
Gotta get my drug on.
So if we're interested in doing this, great. If not, I'm going to study up on some language.
Oh, if we're gonna investigate this, shouldn't we get started tomorrow?
Mouse can lead this out.
Let me go put some feelers out in Takuya, and hopefully I can find my contact. Well, he'll find me.
All right.
So I guess I'll head to wait. How late in the day is it? First of all.
I would say this is the next day. So this is the 3rd of November. And so you would have gone to the temple early, and then you could come back and go to Takuya the same day. So I would say this would be evening on the 3rd.
Okay, evening.
Mm-hmm.
So I would wait until I would know, because of my background, around the evening time to go look for because I'm going to go look for my childhood friend Paraphane,
okay,
who I know is part of a thieves guild there now.
Okay.
So I'm going to go at night and look for the signs of the thieves guilds. Like there's like telltale signs of people, and just put out the word for Paraphane to find me at the tavern where we have met up.
Okay.
Anyways, and then
through the different avenues, plus the fact that he said if you need to see him, hang out at the tavern. He'd be by there every now and then. We'll say that evening you go to the tavern and he does show up.
And
hey, Mouse.
Hey, Paraphane. I got some information that came across my desk, and I was wondering if you could help me with it. I know how
Sure, what can I do for you?
And we'll keep our voice down as we talk about this because I don't want to be overheard by anyone else. But to say, I know the Thieves Guild keeps their fingers in kind of everything, and I was wondering if you could maybe find out some information for me. Something about see if they know, if anybody your contacts know anything about a like a criminal ring. I mean, I know that's kind of because that's what we do, but that would involve
we do crimes. You doing some crimes, my guy?
Oh, see, I know exactly what he does, but mostly it's like, but it would be more like smuggling out human or people, not humans, but people in general, or magic items, something like that.
He just sort of sits back in his chair and smiles at you. You looking for some work?
Not exactly, but if
I can get you in if you want.
So at this point, I'm just like, oh, Paraphane, if you're involved in this, just be careful. There's it sounds like there might be some of the law in town looking into this.
There's always law looking into it.
Just be careful.
I'm always careful, Mouse.
But there's one other thing that I'd like to. So before I go on with this line of thought, out of character, when you told us about the job in 2 weeks, did you tell us about the shipping lane? And like, did you say everything, Jace? When he came back, okay. So
frankly, Merton was the one that got the most info about it.
Yeah, I would have filled Jason
on the walk back.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whoever was on when they filled in the party about this job that we're gonna do. No, the job that not. Yes. Now I'm getting confused. Yes, the job. So Merton, well, you would have filled us in on the shipping lane and stuff that he told you.
You would know.
So
right?
I would ask him if the Thieves Guild knows anything about ships going missing in a certain shipping lane, because I know that they use that to smuggle sometimes. If they know anything about those missing, if he could look into that as well.
He goes, "Oh, I don't know anything about that. I just work in the city." It's like, "You sure you don't want a little work? It's got benefits."
Yeah, I'm sure should not.
He raises up his sleeve a little bit, and you see a tattoo on his arm that shimmers.
It's very tempting, but I'm on a different path now. I just want to. When I heard about this, I was more worried about you.
No need to worry about me, Mouse.
All right. So we'll just have at the rest of the night, just have some drinks with him until he needs to get going, and just talk about whatever.
Okay.
And then at that point, I would head back to the tower and tell them I learned nothing. My contact was not able to give me any information.
Anna.
Mouse is no narc, dude.
Yeah, dude.
He knows what snitches get.
Yeah.
He's seen it firsthand.
It's more or less out of character. It's more or less childhood friend like loyalty.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, up to you guys whether you want to insight check that or not. But if you think you have no reason, you can.
I don't think I have any reason. There's no reason why I would.
That's fair.
I'm not even there. I'm got natural 20 on my animal.
Yeah, Tuzma would though. See through people, dude. Those cold eyes of a reptile looking through our souls.
Actually, because there is a thing as passive insight, go ahead and make a deception check, Mouse.
Oh boy.
Oh snap!
Just to see if he's like, yeah, nothing happened.
The way I've been rolling tonight, it's gonna be bad.
We're definitely there's no drugs here.
Ooh, so who are you telling this to? Everyone at the same time, or are you like just telling like just Jace or?
So I'm gonna come back about it. I'm gonna come back, and as people ask me if I learned anything, that's what I would say.
Okay, so I'm gonna say
not gonna just be like, "Hey, everybody, I didn't learn anything."
I'm gonna say it's Jace first. So Jace, your passive insight tells you he's not telling you the whole truth, but it's up to you whether or not you want to dig any deeper.
So just nothing came back. No luck.
Well, let's just say my friend is of the criminal nature, so I did learn of some criminal stuff, but not necessarily what you're looking for. There, how about a half-truth?
It's still not completely upfront with you, but again, it's up to you how much you want to dig.
Listen, Mouse, this is your friend. You grew up here. I'm not looking to, cause any problems, but it sounds like people are suffering as a result of this. Like, drugs are flooding the street.
Let's just say that what I know, you're going to have to learn on your own. How about that? The truth.
So what you're saying is you know of something that you're not... Okay,
I learned of something. Not necessarily know for sure that it's related to what you're doing, but I can't divulge what I know.
Yeah, that's fair. If you want to protect, I get that. I understand that. Family's family, and I come from a semi-similar background of shady endeavors, so I understand. I think the group deserves to know.
I'm not saying that there's... let's just say that there's information out there, but I can't get it for you. That's what I found out.
That's fine. So do we want to continue? I guess I would just bring to the group, hey, nothing.
I'd also tell him that this could be very dangerous looking into this.
Yeah.
I know what you're looking into somewhat.
I think I would just share that with the group. Like, hey, Mouse's contact came back a little empty. All we know is that this is potentially dangerous, and we're going to have to explore other avenues to learn more. Is this something we still want to pursue?
Well, if he's got no leads and the police have no leads at all,
Yeah.
we're more. I feel like we're more beat 'em up. It's not investigators.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, me especially, for sure.
And I feel like none of our party that I know has just got the most.
I don't have the know-how.
I would say not every. I wouldn't say anybody in our party has the most like lawful background. Like, hey, let's do the right thing all the time.
We could hit the streets, and
What are you talking about? Merton talked about doing the right thing all the time.
Guys, Merton. Yeah, Merton would be the only one. But then I did watch him pulverize somebody in the middle of the street, so
That was the right thing at that time. You're not understanding.
justice.
All right.
We could spend some time hitting the streets. We could ask around. We could leave it alone completely.
Anyone except for Testuzmo, anyone else who is like interested in trying to figure this out, make me a either history or investigation check, whichever you want.
Sure.
I'm a little curious. No.
I think both of mine are exactly the same, so I'm going to do me a straight roll, baby.
Out of character, I would be looking to.
I didn't roll very well.
I would be looking personally to lead this investigation off the rails more than help.
Okay.
Or we'd be more interested if it was
subtly.
If you knew what it was that was the criminal ring was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, other than what we know.
We know, like, drugs, right?
No,
drugs, smuggling,
human trafficking.
potential.
Yeah.
She didn't know, though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just people are being smuggled. But I mean,
I thought that was a maybe.
That was a likely, but we don't have proof.
Government corruption.
More interested in Merton's interested in that.
Yeah.
People are getting smuggled, and that needs to stop.
Okay, so Jace and Saturn, given the information you know, that this was a childhood friend of Mouse's who's has a crime background, you have met someone that fits that description. He initially was trying to rob Mouse.
Oh, like we know this person.
You guys know of my. You guys have met my friend because but everybody was pretty wasted. Or some people were pretty wasted that night.
Yeah,
Jace was ham-oh'd.
I don't know if Jace would remember anything.
Jace won some gold that night. I mean, we know of a person. Mouse probably talked to him, but like we could talk to him sans Mouse. If Mouse doesn't want to get involved.
Go over the top. I like it.
Let's do the job with the boats.
Okay, yeah.
And then just so we don't get stuck somewhere, and we can't do that job.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to finish that job.
I don't want to be a fugitive.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll do the boats. We'll come back. We'll investigate some criminals. Because if it's taken them this long and they haven't found anything, they're probably not going to find anything by the time we get back.
We've been gone for months since we found out about it. So yeah, It's probably on the cold stove.
They're not making any progress here. They obviously are desperate if they're asking us.
Yeah. Okay, so fast forward 2 weeks.
How many answers have I gotten?
He's spending 2 weeks outside in nature, my guy, talking to the squirrel.
Exactly? Are you trying to capture small animals?
I do want to bet.
Yeah,
we walk outside and
sell them.
He's just sitting outside real still, letting the squirrels walk on him and birds walk on him. We step outside and they run away. Ah! What'd you do that? What'd you do that for?
Why'd you do that?
His shell is covered in white splotches.
The the animals, they love me. No, I think they think
about
you're a
you.
bush.
You need to pick a bath.
At some point,
Clean
at
your
some
shell,
point
dude.
during the 2 weeks, I want to get some supplies for the sea. 'Cause, with my background, I've always been fascinated with the sea, so I know a little bit about it.
Okay.
Spent a lot of time on the docks.
Okay, so come up with a list for me, and I'll tell you how much it costs, probably between sessions, if you are looking for specific things. Testisma, what exactly are you trying to do?
Can I have a pet bird from that natural 20?
You want a pet bird to just follow you around
Yeah.
as an
He wants to be a
adventurer?
Where's Fireball? Say goodbye to Tweety.
Don't get too attached.
If that's what you want, yeah, with a natural 20 and like the time that you've put in here, you can definitely have a bird that follows you around.
Nice.
What are you doing with it?
He's just gonna be on my shoulder for most of the time.
Okay, what kind of bird?
He's gonna be like a very colorful bird. What are some colorful birds?
Okay,
Like a toucan?
let's see. It would be like a.
Are we in a jungle? Or we're near a jungle, right?
It's
Oh
not
no,
really a
the
jungle.
tower.
It's more of a
The tower's
forest.
We're in like Eastern Europe.
say it's like a-
Well, we were in a jungle just a minute ago, but I forgot
most-
to
Oh, okay.
go somewhere else.
Yeah, the most colorful you could get here would be like a cardinal or like a blue jay.
I'll do a blue jay. Blue
Okay.
jays look cool.
I want to hear about this bird's held every week.
Yeah, dude.
If this, if this is just for like a shoulder ornament,
Forgot to feed it.
I forgot to feed
It
that
has just
bird.
like this
Dude.
permanent white streak
Yep.
down his
Yeah,
down his shell.
Down his shell.
Do you take it in the tower with you, or do you just like come out and hang out with it and then go back in and let it be? Tell me about this relationship.
I'm thinking. Alright. So it's kinda like he can go inside whenever he wants. Like if he wants to go inside, I'll let him go inside. But mainly he's outside.
Okay. Well, he
Not
would have to go in
comfortable.
and out with you because the way the door on the tower works is like a. It's not just an open door. It's something that has to
Okay,
be
yeah.
apparated, essentially.
That's fine. It'll be like a little house cat. That's what it'll be.
Okay. You gonna name him?
Eventually.
That's a weird name.
Eventually, get over here.
Joe, were you trying to say something?
Yeah, I want to. If we're just going to be here for 2 weeks, I'm going to start training with my Eldritch Blast. I want to try and extend my distance on it.
Okay.
So I'm just going to work on trying to do that.
All right.
Nice.
Anything else that's happening in these 2 weeks?
Jace?
Library trips, like investigations, anything you
Me
want
and
to do?
me and Jace are gonna go get some sick surfboards for this boat trip. My
Yeah,
God.
dude. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Raw.
I don't think the boats are fast enough.
Jace wants to study Celestial.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is that what you're going to spend the bulk of your 2 weeks doing?
I think you know that Merton speaks Celestial. I think it's come up at some point.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, I think it did. Like
Okay.
just a few weeks ago.
Give me like 250 days of downtime and like a gold a day or so, 2 gold a day
If
or
it-
something.
If it helps, Merton will help you.
Sure.
Even if
Yeah,
it's at
I'd
the
like
library?
I mean, not going to a library. You won't learn the kind of things you learn that you need in real life at a library.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to
You learn it
school
by
of
telling
Merton.
stories and talking to
Dang.
your elders.
Dang kids reading books these days. That's all they do is read books.
Back in my day.
This was old people before TVs.
Yeah.
Them young kids just reading them books.
Nerds knew their place
Yeah, dude.
in a locker
heard?
or their head in the toilet.
Now they have electronic books.
Yeah,
Oh,
God.
what is this world coming to?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll do
man.
the School of Merton.
Okay, so over 2 weeks you make some progress. You haven't learned the language yet, but
Sure.
along with that and some later studying, you can eventually learn Celestial. Anyone else doing anything over 2 weeks?
Gambling wildly.
Oh yeah, I want to work on my glass pipe.
Okay, give me some. What did we call these? Is it Dex with proficiency?
Yeah, I was rolling acrobatics, I think,
Okay.
for it.
So give me like 5 rolls.
Oh no. Oh, that's not bad.
18's pretty good.
Oh
I'm
no!
just gonna roll 4 more and just hope for the best.
Okay.
That was not the best.
No, that was quite bad.
That's quite bad. I'm just gonna start over. This one's trash.
Yeah, I was gonna say you start working on it, and over the course of these 2 weeks,
This is a new
like, you're
material.
like,
I gotta learn how to work with it.
This is gonna look okay. And then like over the next 2 weeks, it's like a little chip comes up. I think I can work around that. And then another chip. I think I'm getting the hang of this. I think that I can still work on that. And then over the next 2 weeks, so many chips. You're like, okay, I think I know what I'm doing wrong, but this is done.
I've been carving this glass with chisels. That's what I did wrong. I'm an idiot. Gotta use sandpaper.
that pipe is done, but
Yep.
you feel you have a better idea of what you're doing wrong now.
Yeah, like I'll come back around. Round 2, I'll get a sandpaper and one of those polishing wheels and
There you go. So
knock this thing out, dude.
So that's your 2 weeks. Anyone else doing anything over the course of 2 weeks?
I'll get that snake skin that I got and get it affixed to my maul.
Okay.
Ooh,
That wouldn't be too hard for you. Go ahead and make.
I already had a good roll to like get it trimmed a long time ago.
Yeah.
I haven't strapped it to my maul yet.
Okay. Go ahead and
tied
make.
it.
We'll call it. What would it be?
I assume it's like laces. It's like shoes. You just gotta wrap it and lace it up.
This is not necessarily so dexterous. We'll call it proficiency plus
Is it not leatherworking tools?
either. Yeah, but I mean, there's no like you can't. There's nothing you can click on in D&D Beyond that says that. Plus, that just gives you proficiency. It doesn't give you the stat. We'll call it.
Gotcha.
Strength is fine for this, I think.
I'm using my cobbler skills.
Yeah.
This is like wrapping
So
a
strength plus
hockey stick,
proficiency.
right? That's what it is. He's just wrapping a maul in snakeskin like you'd wrap up a hockey stick. He's
Okay,
got this.
go ahead and make another one. The first one
I
you
roll a
go
one.
through and it tears a lot of it off. You're like, no. But
Maybe
you
I'll
still
just
have
do a
enough.
strip on
You still have
okay.
enough left to try again.
Oh, there we go. There's 20.
There you go. So yeah, without you, I mean, it's not exactly what you wanted because some of it did tear, but you got it done. Looks good.
Merton finds a roll of double-sided tape and he's like, "I got this now." That first, I didn't have it on that first go, but I got it this time.
All right, so
Gotta
that's
have a name.
everyone but Mouse. Are you doing anything over the 2
I'm
weeks?
gonna also get some. I'm gonna scribe 2 magic missile spells, level 1 magic missile spells onto spell scrolls.
Okay.
I think that's 50 gold, and I think it's 25 gold a scroll or something.
Okay. I can look it up for you, but I think it's something like that. It's a lot cheaper because of your
Level
thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
If you wanted over the course of 2 weeks, you could make significant headway on the key amulets to the tower if you wanted to make any more of those. If you don't, that is absolutely fine too.
Well, with the cost, then I don't have that much. We haven't really made that much money. And
Well,
the
I don't mean
material-
the planar ones, just the ones that go from Takria and Brable.
That's what I'm talking about. You said I would know that they were.
I thought you were talking about the planar returning one.
No. I was talking about duplicate the portal that go from town to.
Oh, okay.
Tower.
Yeah, you could make one of those probably over the course of 2 weeks if you wanted to.
Yeah, I would try to duplicate the one to Brable.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me Arcana check with advantage since you're using the lab. Natural 20. With a natural 20, if you spend, I will call it 100 gold per amulet, you could make 2. So 200 gold, if you have it, you could make 2 with a natural 20. Or you can just choose to make 1. It's up to you.
Let's I now that I know how to do it, we'll just make the one to Brable.
Okay.
And then I also want to make the 2 magic missile spell scrolls,
Okay.
which I'm going to give.
I'll say you can make 1 because you just spend a bulk of your time doing the thing there. Let me look up
How long does it take them? How long does it take? Oh, 1 day. It takes 1 day to make a. Oh wait, it's probably quicker because it's an evocation spell, right?
Let's see here. So, yeah, the cost for copying is for if you put it into the spell book. So that is
yeah,
not,
that's what I thought. I didn't think it worked for scrolls.
Yeah, it does.
So it's just 1 day and 25 gold, right?
Let me double check.
David, what's the name of your bird?
Corellium.
Corellium?
Corellium.
Corellium. Okay. It's a first level spell?
First level.
Okay. So let me double check. Because the prices from Xanathars are a little different than my prices because the spell scrolls are more expensive.
Okay.
Let me double check. It is 150 gold and a day for a level 1 spell scroll.
I'm not making a spell scroll. I was just going to give.
Okay.
I'm not making one at all. I was going to make it and give it to our warrior people so they have a spell to cast on ships. That's what I was thinking. But nope, not going to spend that kind of gold for that.
Okay.
Not a level 1 spell.
Yeah, level 1 is 150. Level 2 is 300.
Won't be making any spell scrolls.
Okay, but you do have another amulet that you can use to go. You said Brable?
Yeah, Brable.
Okay.
What you got to think is if you make the spell scrolls and then we don't end up using them, you could always sell them for like a ton of money.
Well, I'm not going to make them now because I don't have that much gold. I spent 250 gold on a fort the one time so we could make a fort. So, I don't have that much. But I do have 100, so we'll use that. We didn't have a tuning fort at the time.
I know. I'm messing with you, Ray. You're good.
No.
All right. If everyone is good with their 2 weeks, we will end the session there. You guys level to level 7. And next week we will pick up with you meeting up with the boat. So thank you guys for playing. Thanks everyone for watching. And hope to see you next week. Bye.
Bye everyone.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Here's my hit point roll.
Oh yeah, let's roll hit points real quick before we say bye.
No, wait. I reroll ones?
Yeah.
All right.
Reroll it again.
Reroll ones, right?
2. There you go.
God dang.
That
That's
is
Big
rough.
oop, dude.
I'm waiting to do that exact same thing now, but with a D10.
Think.
Oh no, another 2.
Don't be a 2.
9.
Ah, there you go.
9.
9 times.
9.
3.
Getting some crappy rolls here, guys.
Yep.
Hey,
There you go.
there's a good one.
Our shady wizard.
And Tez Tuzmo, I believe, is also a D10. 5. There you go. So 2 good rolls and a couple medium rolls and a couple bad rolls. the full gamut. All right, so that's where we'll end. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
So you go to